What's happening, everybody? We're back again, Web with the Mess, where we talk about love in a black man's view, life with meaning and purpose, and fitness in the lens of character. I'm your host, Wesley Charles, the Godfather. And today's topic is, can a mother teach her son how to be a man? We're about to dive into it, man. And this one is a bit tricky for me, for everybody else who's involved. So if you are a single mom, don't take these the wrong way. The format of how this goes, but before we begin, look, well, that looks strong, don't it? Hope y'all enjoyed the recipe for the Godfather. Try it out on your own occasion. It's really great. Um, but again, the format of this is replying to the comments that was on the post that I had earlier this week. So reply to the comments and then it goes to analysis. So we're going to dive right in. The first comment of, can a mother teach her son how to be a man? Michelle, what's happening, Queen? Michelle, she said a mother can, but a mother shouldn't have to. A real man should want to be there to teach his son. There does come a time where, a man isn't present. So in this case, I guess with the question, the man isn't present in the home. They're not there or able to, teach the child these concepts, these theories of how to be a man. But would I agree with Michelle? I mean, I would kind of agree, but I also disagree, right? I could kind of agree, but I also disagree. I don't think this is possible. So I'm going to say that off bat. I'm not trying to come in with a bias. I'm just saying my answer up front. But, you can always raise great men, right? Or raise great people, good people, quote unquote, right? The next one was by Dylan. Dylan co-signs what Michelle says. And Dylan mentioned that women say toxic masculinity a lot. So we're going to dive into toxic masculinity in a few. And the problem is that there's a lack of masculinity that's being raised by single mothers, where everybody who's at the schools are women dominant. So that lack of masculinity that the woman has to share with the child is why a mother can't teach a son how to be a man. Do I agree? Do I not? No, I don't really agree with that. I don't. The reason why I don't really agree. Let me say that. Keep it on point. The reason why I don't really agree on that is because it doesn't. It does do with masculinity, but it's the lifestyle of a man that another man actually picks up on, and a woman can't teach that. So I guess I do agree with you, bro. I guess I do. Afterwards, we had Allie comment on it. And Allie, she said she thinks the concept of masculinity is stupid. Just be a good person. Anyone can teach that. So this just us off topic a bit. And we can have another live about masculinity, femininity. And I want to at least give y'all a couple definitions here so you don't get confused before you leave here today, right? Masculinity, right? Masculinity is filled in with sex, gender identity, and gender expressions, right? This is the whole makeup, biological, it's where it's behavioral, they come into a mix, and that's another social work concept. So when you say masculinity also gets shifted by the culture and biology. So you have a denotation and connotations mixing in this fix that makes it a bit tricky. And when you say somebody has toxic masculinity, it's tricky, it's misunderstood, and it's very insulting. I'm just saying, it is very insulting. So we can have another live on that. That's a whole complete different topic. But it does play a role in raising a man to be a man, right? So kind of don't agree. with Allie either. Becky says she had coached them. She had children. Her children are good kids and couldn't think of anything a dad could have done better. Every situation is different. So her concept is it's also a change because it's asking if a dad could do the job better than a woman. Um, we're both two different beings and how we, take care of a child in general. But when it comes back down to can a mother teach a son how to be a man? It just says in the sentence right there, raise good kids. So not combating anything is raise good kids. It wasn't like I raised a great man, right? Which would have been different. My dude Cody, he co-signs with Michelle. Told y'all about that. Dwayne's funny. Dwayne, my guy, man, I love you. So Dwayne said it's ass backwards. Men can't speak on topics such as a monthly cycle. Women can't speak on masculinities. Boy needs men in their lives, right? This is I agree. I agree mainly because, my body, my choice. Right? I agree because there's physical makeups that changes our difference. So yeah, I truly agree with that. And boys need men in their lives. That's 1,000% true. That's 1,000% true. It says that there's a whole fatherhood initiative worldwide about it. So boys do need men in their lives. My dude Rufus, man, I love you, Rufus. Rufus had a long excerpt, so I kind of shortened it on the notes. He said it isn't possible. Women can raise a good person, but can't teach a boy to be a man. And then he goes on a great tangent about it. So if y'all have an opportunity, go read back his message. And yeah, I 1,000% agree. Let me. 100% agree. I can't give it to 1,000. It's not like it's not impossible. Let's just get that right. It's just not what we believe that it is. So for my full analysis, I had Googled the absent father information and statistics. I want to read it off to y'all real quick, because I don't believe that a mother can teach her son how to be a man. And these are statistics with men outside of the home. So if you're a dad, please be a number one dad. Change these stats. If you're a single mom and y'all have problems, relational problems between y'all two, do not limit the child on it. So here are the stats. Stat says it's a crisis in America, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. 18.4 million children, 1 in 4 live without a biological father, stepfather, or adoptive father in a home. Consequently, there is a father factor in nearly all the society ills facing America today. Research shows when a child is raised in a father-absent home, he or she is affected in the following ways. Let's change that statement. It says father-absent home. It should say single mother homes or households, right? Within this, 4 times at risk to be in poverty, 7 times more likely to become pregnant as a teen, more likely to have behavioral problems, more likely to face abuse and neglect, 2 times greater risk of infant mortality, more likely to abuse drugs and alcohol, more likely to go to prison, 2 times more likely to suffer obesity, more likely to commit a crime, and 2 times likely to drop out of high school. So those are the stats. Now, for an absent father home, single mother home, those are the stats. Now, when we say, can a mother teach her son how to be a man? If I'm looking at the stats, you can. That's what the stats is. Numbers don't lie. The numbers say you can't raise a man. Now, is that true? Does it carry that weight? Does it have substance or an essence to it? It might, in general. There are things that separate a guy from a man. Key things, right? We have testosterone. I don't have high levels of testosterone, so we have very high levels of testosterone. But you also have this great thing that's called serotonin, right? Serotonin is your fuel to, defuse situations and come back to earth, right? And you also have this great thing called oxytocin that's in there. That's that nurturing, that's that loving, innate ability that women have, right? These concepts need to be thrown into fathers so fathers can be great leaders, well, into boys so boys can be great men, great caretakers, right? You can understand that next person better. You're more empathetic, right? You have these other quote unquote feminine traits that should be in a man as well, right? When understanding different partners and relationships and being a leader in society. So a woman can instill skills. They can give insight about how a man might navigate the world. They can give this kid these great traits so the kid can feel good about connecting with a love relationship or this person or that person, even in a job. But then you miss out on everything else that it takes to be a man, right? And one of those things that it does take to be a man is understanding when you can actually be independent and do it yourself, right? To gauge the level of a child and watching confidence rise into a child. That's something that dad has a knack for, that he teaches his children, that he has been taught, right? We were raised to always go get it, always compete, always be able to provide, right? Be successful. Hold things in because the world continues to revolve. So you don't have time to worry about this. You just got to continue. It's like management, right? Task-oriented management. So guys are so dumb and simple. I ain't gonna lie. We so dumb and simple. At that point, we're robotic, right? But as you're robotic, you're still roaming through this world of Darwinism where the strongest gotta survive and the weak gotta go. So for each guy, I gotta compete with the next guy in front of me. A guy's able to teach that from another guy's perspective. I'm not saying like a woman who is, I don't know, Grand Slam champion, right? Serena Williams, she can't teach her son how to be a man. No, she could teach her son how to win. But to be a man in that essence, is different. Like, how do you win? How do you show off? What are the conversations men have? Are they sarcastic? You feel me? Are they like real jokey and you gotta roast somebody? Are they real preppy? Or is it professional? Like, what type of audience are you in? A guy can navigate that pretty well, that he could teach his son how to navigate it. When it comes to testing your manhood and seeing if you're ready, a guy can do that. And again, it's not like women can't do it. It's just that as a lady, you were never put in that position as a man to see it and feel it and navigate that area. So it's kind of hard for a lady to tell a guy how it is when it's not the same. Like, I can't tell a woman what it's like to walk at night. I can't tell her that I understand that feeling where I'm in danger. Guys don't have that. So we got to talk about the things that the guys do have, right? So can a woman teach her son how to be a man? No, not really. She can teach her son how to be a great individual, a better partner. Can a woman teach a guy how to navigate through girls, right? When I say through girls, like, mom, I'm talking to this girl, mom, I'm talking to that girl, what should I do? All right, mom will say one thing that's completely different from what dad say, right? So what would be the most quote unquote man type way to handle it from a guy perspective? Because men look up to other greater men. So My son, you already know, King. If he comes up and he's like, Dad, like, I got this girl, Blasey, and I really like this girl, but this girl really showed for me, and this. A guy would, first we would joke about something, and then we'll say something else, and we'll get down to it, right? We'll try to lessen the situation for what it is. A woman would dive into that and talk about the different details and aspects of what this girl is showing and why she's showing it. What are these, and then let's go to this girl. How is she? That. Oh, y'all real cool. A girl will get into more detailed type fixes where a guy, man, flip a coin. Like, it get real simple for a guy. Like, you got to decide. You can't break one of their hearts. You got to break one of their hearts, right? Not the both of them, but you got to break one of their hearts. So for a guy to navigate the dating world to his son or to somebody he might mentor or a foster child, it's completely different. And I will put it on, is that nurturing aspect, is that empathetic aspect. Some guys are really empathetic. Some guys are, the word don't think about, it's flamboyant. Sensitive, you don't know what flamboyant means. Sensitive, right? There's that level of sensitivity that a guy doesn't have, that a girl does have, that changes everything. The other thing that I know, I wouldn't say that I know, that I understand that a woman can't navigate is that depressed feeling that a guy has. Because a guy is meant to work and provide and protect and continue to do that. That's like that's his threshold, right? When you remove that work, when you remove the financial stabilities, when you remove that guy out of the atmosphere, out of out of that atmosphere that he was already in, this place, he's gonna act different, right? And what is that difference? What is he missing, right? So that depression, that goal set, that drive that's no longer there, a guy's able to talk about how to recreate and put it back in. A girl probably might, nah, I haven't seen it. Have you yet to see it? Have you yet to see it? There's so many high rates of men with depression. It's ridiculous. We don't even try to come out with it. So thus far, I haven't seen that, and a guy's able to navigate that, right? It's not that great of a feeling, but I definitely know that. Now, can a woman teach her son how to be a thug? Go ahead, thugger. Somebody's going to father that child at the end of the day. Somebody will father that child at the end of the day, because a woman can only show so much. Now, if this was in vice versa, can a dad teach a daughter how to be a woman? No. No, we can't. No. I know two right now. I'm not going to lie to you. Y'all got tampons. I don't know where y'all put them things. Y'all got tampons. Look, boom, one. Don't know how to work that. If I had a daughter and she was on her first period, I'd freak out. Not even gonna lie to you, I'll freak out. I'll freak the heck out. I'll probably faint. Like, I don't know what's going on with my daughter. I would faint, right? Second thing, well, there's actually three. So the tampon, whatever image issues y'all go through with the other girls in the schools from middle school and up, that, I can't help you with that. I can't. I don't know nothing about makeup. I don't know none of that jive. Look, we keep it fresh around here. You see this? No pimple, no blemish. You know what that is? SWL. Soap, water, lotion. That's it. SWL. Soap, water, lotion. That's it. So I can't navigate that respect in that regard. And my body don't do the changes like a woman's bodies do. So when you talk about, if I put this in reverse, can a guy raise a daughter to be a woman? No, we can't. I don't even know how to tell a girl, the fixes of having to fit in and having to fight for success and not being looked at as, pushover or a degrading person when you're really striving to be the best person, the best version you could be. Even talking about getting your raise at the job, like how to really talk about getting a raise for a woman that's over their male counterpart. Majority of these people, and we do know that women sometimes get paid less than men. I can't say always because I can't prove it, but the world average is 21.3% of a wage disparity. So I can't tell you how that feel. I can't tell you how that feel. Nor can I be able to tell a woman how to navigate her emotions, right? Because with a guy, it could be a couple hours and we good. For a woman, that might linger on for a week. A week might turn to a month. She still be mad at you in a year. In a year, have you ever, look, biggest thing, big example, have you ever forgot your lady's birthday? That's all I gotta say. If you forgot your lady's birthday and birthday today, Jen, Chappelle, I love you. Me always say sexy wife, you know, and that's always been something that I always wanted to follow, give my woman a lot of love and praise. So happy birthday, Jen. I just remembered it was your birthday. Happy birthday on the live. But if you forget a woman's birthday, she ain't never gonna let it down. I'm sorry. You're gonna be done. I don't know how to cool that off. I don't know how to teach a girl how to navigate that or use it, right, as a power source. I don't know how to do that. Now, do I know how to teach my girl how to be a hustler? That's easy. Do I know how to teach her how to, you know, be independent? Yeah, that's easy. But a guy can't teach a daughter how to be a woman. And vice versa, a woman can't teach her son how to be a man. But that's that's really everything. That's really everything. So thank you for joining and tuning to the show. Can a mother teach her son how to be a man? Y'all decide. It's y'all preference. This is my insight on it. Check us out on the next topic. I'll be posting it here relatively soon. Y'all know what it is. Whether Charles or Godfather, one finger, one pinky, one thumb, one love.